What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Xenon here, back with you with another video. Today we're going to be looking at the projects that are associated with the World Economic Forum. You know, it's very interesting when you look at the World Economic Forum and what they do around the world and stuff like that. And before I get into it, it's not financial advice or anything. I know some people have, myself, when you look at World Economic Forum, you know what these guys are, right? But you gotta make calculated decisions. This is where things are going. Right, so some of these tokens on here are a good choice because of where things are going. You don't have to use your money for evil. You know what I'm saying? They got a nefarious plan, but doesn't mean the money you invest in, you can make good investments that is used for good. And I want to get straight into some of the projects they're working with. The first ones we'll get into is I want to get straight into LCX. Right there, they do have on their website, and what LCX does, right? That's on the first one that I want to get into because there's a lot going on with this one, particularly Liechtenstein that's connected to Switzerland, right? There's a lot going on with this place. And I just want to cover. This is where the World Economic Forum goes to buy crypto. They go to buy crypto on this exchange. Right. Blockchain bank for the financial world. LCX's goal is to become one of the world's first licensed and supervised blockchain banks, seamlessly blending traditional and crypto assets. LCX will be offering a next generation digital asset exchange, a security token exchange, crypto asset, financial products and services. LCX is focused on helping both traditional and blockchain market participants make the most of opportunities arising from growth cryptocurrencies and tokenized assets. LCX was founded in 2018 and is based in Venus, Liechtenstein. LCX is building the infrastructure to power professional crypto finance. Right, so then we'll look at the token stuff that they have going on. This is the token, it's at 8 cents. It's starting to pick up, but this is the Telegram group. I don't want to get into there. This is their website, and then there's the token that they talk about. There's other tokens. This is another big token that they have on their website. These two diamonds, which is actual tokenized diamonds. Right, so, but that's not for today. That's the one that the LCX is what we're looking into. The LCX token is the fuel of the LCX.com blockchain platform. LCX cryptocurrency exchange. LCX token work as long-term sustainable incentive mechanism to motivate various stakeholders to participate in the ecosystem. The stakeholders, you know who they are. There will be guys like the World Economic Forum, the United Nations, the European Commission. Those are the stakeholders. Those are the major stakeholders in this ecosystem, right? LCX token is an exchange-based token and may be used to pay all fees associated with the services offered by LCX AG. The LCX token can be used as a voucher to pay fees such as fees for LCX terminals, subscription, fees for custodian solutions, LCX Vault, fees for exchange transactions for all crypto assets, exchange fees for fiat transactions, processing fees and other fees with the LCX ecosystem. And they go on to state there is a there's also an Ethereum smart contract for it as well. But like you know what's going on there with the World Economic Forum, they'll probably move over like uh with those stuff. The next one I want to get to that's on this list as well is XDC. Right, I know people say no XDC and there's no partnership or anything linked to them like that. Uh, and I think I want to do it in front of you guys straight up. We'll just go straight into your XDC. And I know you guys say because there's no actual partnership with it. But there is a document, and I'm on the site as you can see, and we're going to go straight into this document about trade, organization, pros of trade tech. And when was this published? I don't see the date on it. But just to get to the main points real quick, right? I want to get to the main point real quick. Shout out to Dario for giving me this info. Right, they do mention it on this is the page that they mentioned it on. So they talk about TradeFinex and TradeFinex enables banks and non-banks trade finance. Entities are transformed. They trade documents. Bulls are offloading invoices into tokens which can be sold in secondary markets and generate liquidity. These sale transactions are written into smart contracts since the industry lacks widely accepted and comprehensive smart contract standards. TradeFinex decided to redefine smart contracts based on Zinfin blockchain, which is XDC. So that's where this smart contracts is, and you can see title of your WEF, World Economic Forum, the promise of trade tech. So although they're not actually on the, because I think for now they gotta keep this under the radar, but this is a World Economic Forum document as it states there, right? And it's coming from their website, as you can see, www.worldeconomicforum.org, and you can see that I ain't doing any BS here, right? You can see that's coming straight from there. The straight finance and NFT transactions were conducted on Singapore-based XDC. They mentioned it again. Network operated by Zinfin. Trade finance assets were repackaged into NFTs using the network's blockchain technology. And so this is also a good project. Uh, I will get into the prices of all these projects at the end of the video. I just wanted to do that one for LCX real quick as well. I'll drop a link to this documents in the description, right? And then when it comes to, we're going to cover up 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So we're going to cover up Stellar, Ripple, Solana, and Algorand, and where they come in. Was this document from last year that came out in June? So actually 1 year ago, this document came out. I remember, reading through it. They had to talk about a lot of things in here. The stuff that they did mention, they have cite for is and CeeLo as well. So yeah, I do have CeeLo there. So you have Algorand is which they talk about as an open source permissionless POS blockchain protocol. The network enables traditional finance and decentralized financial businesses to build decentralized applications. Algorand allows for 1,000 transactions per second with a alleged close time of approximately 5 seconds. The following resources are available to learn about scalability and Algorand. As you can see all these other documents. Oh, there's also Cardano. Uh, that's interesting. I haven't put Cardano on the list because I haven't. I think yeah, there is some stuff there as well. So that's not on the map, right? But Cardano is here. Uh, Cardano has some technical difficulties now and then, but you know, they're gonna they're gonna go through with regulations, right? CeLO, I know they're doing stuff here in South Africa and other parts of the continent as well in mobile, which is interesting. Uh, and then they talk about what CeLO does. Also 5 seconds transactions. And then you got the XRP ledger, the beautiful, beautiful XRPL, uh, you know, that does like approximately anything you can think of right now. There's so much that's going on with XRP, man. There's way too much. You got the Flare network, you got banks with RippleNet, you have those NFTs, you have XLSD 20 that's coming out launching soon. Uh, you got Casino Coin, which is on XRPL, regular casinos and stuff like that. And which, I don't think the World Economic Forum having this in a document, they know the importance of XRP and its use case and the power of XRP that they literally scare that people, I don't know if it's they plot or whatever it is on the top that tries to scare people away from XRP as it is the XRPL is a global open source. This is the World Economic Forum. They know what they're talking about. They got the best presentation. They are telling us that XRP is a global open source public blockchain. It's open source. It's not private. It's not centralized. It showcases the decentralized nature. There's just a lot of people that don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, when it comes to XRP, blockchain that focuses on payments as a use case. XRP boasts 1,500 transactions per second, costs 0.0003 per transaction and settles in 3 seconds. The following resources are available. Right, so they have XRP out there, and I definitely need to drop that in the description below. The thing is, I think at the moment XRP is doing more than 1,500 transactions because they did the what was it cobalt, and that takes it from being 3 seconds that it is to like a nanosecond with the transactions. That's the cobalt protocol that was introduced, and now they can do transactions more quicker as well and more stuff regarding that. Then you have Solana. Solana has its issues. That like you see it on Twitter as well. But I've seen an office in Ripple's head office right in San Francisco. So I know what meetings that go on there. And you have the World Economic Forum, and there's a lot of VCs involved in this project as well. Not like Ethereum kind of, where it's heavy, but you can see the VCs and what they're doing. I know this. I do see this. I don't think there's going to be changes on this Solana, and it's going to be on XRPL and stuff like that. And I think it's good already. I don't think like it's the best for its price, but it's going to be one of those cryptos in the future that comes into with regulations. I know LumenSwap that's on the Stellar network now has got Solana as Solana and stuff like that. So you can see there's some bridge and stuff that's taking place there, right? So and then Stellar, is also a beautiful network. They have stuff going on with MoneyGram right now. So as you say, I'll leave this in the description. So we covered about 5 projects on here. So actually more. Yeah. There's a lot in this document, particularly that they talk about and decentralized autonomous organization, which is the DAOs. So they have all of those stuff in play as well. Right. The next one I do have is QuantStamp. I found some interesting stuff on there. Right. So this QuantStamp that was mentioned, and they really do like this project. They really do. In what regards, they do have an article about it. So we're gonna look into this article, and then we'll go for 4 key cybersecurity threats to new central bank digital currencies. So for the cybersecurity purposes, there's QuantStamp. Sebastian Benescu is the guy that's QuantStamp. Central bank digital currencies increasing, they could improve financial access. To ensure trust in CBDC, central banks must ensure there is cybersecurity, with G7 officials recently endorsing principles for central bank digital currencies, and over 80 countries launching some form of initiative related to CBDC. It seems their widespread deployment is a matter of time. CBDCs is a digital form of central bank money that can be accessible to the general public. Essentially, it consists of individuals and firms having access to transactions and savings accounts with their home country's central bank. Those of Bahamas, China, Nigeria have all implemented early CBDC programs, with more expected in the future. If successful, CBDC could help policymakers achieve goals around payment efficiency, financial inclusion, banking and payment competitiveness, access to safety, central bank money in the era of digital payments, and more. Right, so they do talk about that what this article is based on QuantStamp, right? Decision makers should look to cybersecurity best practices such as those published by the U.S. National Institute of Standards and Technology. This is the important part. And the Microsoft Stride model. This article summarizes key points from the World Economic Forum new white paper on CBDC technology considerations. So this is all the stuff to do with, quantum computing and stuff like that. It's called QuantStamp, so it's interesting. As you can see, right, the guy that they give credit to, Sebastian Benescu. See if they do have him up on the side, right? What I find about this guy is there's actually a patent for this project in particular. No, this came up, but that's not the project we're looking into right now. As you can see, Sebastian Benescu, there's a patent that was patented last year. As you can see, QuantStamp, his name is on it. There's some other people, QuantStamp Inc. From the US regarding cybersecurity. And there's a ton of things in this patent with this dude that we can look into, right? is a very interesting character from working with QuantStamp. Is they do audits and stuff like that for China as well. There's a patent there. There's probably a China patent. So as you see, that article was mentioned China as well. So with CBDCs that we covered on uh, Quant. This is what I found with Quant, which is interesting, right? We get just give me a moment. No, that's quick. Things regarding Hyperledger. Anything that's with Hyperledger right now is Quant. And director of Hyperledger. Where was the article that I was reading? Right, so they have some stuff here on Global Standards Mapping Initiative. This was in 2020, right? And this is going to be in Spanish. I'm not trying to look for Spanish stuff. I think this is the one that I was looking at. Cambodia did control other central banks the way, as you can see, Hyperledger Aurora is one of the functions that they're using on here for payments, which anything that's Hyperledger has to deal with Quant network specifically. That's what I have with that. And then with Casper, I think Casper was at Davos, so I didn't see any documents as yet, right? But last week, as you can see, not the pizza stuff. You can see Circle. They do talk about Casper Labs as a blockchain product aimed at businesses. Blockchain came to a prominence with Bitcoin, but its definition has expanded. It's effectively shared ledger activity that could underpin applications in business such as cross-border money transfers. Proponents say so. Let's look into Casper. There's definitely a project we should look into right now. The other ones you'll do know about so much that was on that documents. To the new people, yes, I will drop links below. Got it. Get it going. 3 cents. Wow, this is wild. It actually dropped. Let this load up nicely. The future proof of blockchain. What we want to see. Well, Casper network is the live proof state blockchain built off this Casper CBC. Casper is designed to accelerate enterprise and developer option of blockchain technology today and evolve to meet users' needs in the future. Now, what I want to see is the partners. Let's look for the partners first so we can meet the team. You see, this is the team. This was the dude I think that was at. He was, yes, he's the dude that was at Davos, right? There we are. That's what I'm looking for. Working with BitGo, but we're gonna look more into that. Let's see this. Let's hope that we have. No, I don't know why they should have their partners in here. It's strange. So these guys, they're also partners with ThreeFold. Let's get into this one because I don't see anything on there. But yes, ThreeFold, they were also at Davos, right? And I think there's some articles on them as well. Let's check it out. There should definitely be something on them. That's why it's on there. Let me see what's new on this. But yeah, these guys were at Davos. I don't know why there's no articles of them as well. It's crazy that there's no article of them. Right, but just to connect the dots real quick. To get into this. There's some political figures in here as well. Partners. As you can see, Casper Labs is the partner of this. They have TG3, which Digicop Labs and Digibyte stuff. Digibyte's also part of them. Harmony is a part of that, of ThreeFold as well. HP is a part of ThreeFold. HP is big. Presearch is another one that's big with nodes. I think will run on ThreeFold. Uh, ThreeFold, yes. This I'm coming back to Casper Labs. These guys were there. Why this information's not on their side? Literally, this is what Casper Network is, and ThreeFolds as it's well documented on here. I will drop a link to this below, right? These both projects working with the guys, the WEF and the stupid Klaus Schwab. And so we're calling that to and then we're gonna go to H bar. There's some articles on this. As you can see, Hedera. Definitely, you can see Hedera is a decentralized enterprise-grade public network on which anyone can build secure applications with near real-time fidelity. Not going to read all of the old thing, but you can see they're doing some big stuff. There's some big partners on that, uh, shaping the future of digital governance. Right, so they say blockchain and early stage technology enabling the decentralized and secure storage and transfer, as they say. Keyword is secure storage. So there's a protocols like Tachyon and stuff doing the storage that's on Hedera Hashgraph. So I think those are in the works. And transfer of information could become a powerful tool for tracking and transactions that can minimize friction, reduce corruption. These guys reduce corruption. These guys, the World Economic Forum, to talk about reducing corruption. Now, I just find that funny, right? But let's back into this increased trust and empower users. While still nascent, cryptocurrencies built on distributed ledger technologies have emerged as potential gateways to new wealth creation and disruptors across financial markets. Other revolutionary use cases are being explored in almost every sector, ranging from energy and shipping to media. DLT has the potential to transform entire system, but it also faces challenges including lack of interoperability, security threats, centralization of power, unwillingness to experiment due to recent overhype. Uh, yeah, that's interesting. When it says lack, obviously there's still stuff to be put in place, but I do think when it comes to interoperability, you have things like Quant, Stellar, XRP, Ledger Protocol. DAG has some good functionalities to it. I have not seen anything about DAG being used on here. Uh, Definitely their Hashgraph is very good interoperability, and I think those are like this is based around their Hashgraph. So their Hashgraph has very good interoperability. Tech is something else, I would say. As you can see, this Algorand stuff is still here. And then I want to get into Chainlink thing, or it's straight up here, so I can get straight into it. Right, so we'll get into Chainlink and what's going on with Chainlink, and we'll cover some few other aspects. This is the article, right? The missing link between blockchains and enterprises. So Nazarov co-founded Chainlink. Right, so it is historically deemed difficult to connect blockchains with existing systems, slowing down adoption. Now, blockchain oracles provide the necessary infrastructure to fill the gap. Here are the key recommendations for implementing a new interoperability framework. Right, so when blockchains have seen a surge of development in recent years, have it has been unclear what adoption curve will look like for global enterprise that want to capitalize on this technology without rebuilding the existing infrastructure, the existing system from scratch. With the rapid advance of blockchain oracles infrastructure that securely connect blockchains to external systems, enterprises and governments now have universal gateway for interacting with the fast-growing blockchain ecosystem. The World Economic Forum in collaboration, so collaboration, so that shows that they are working with Chainlink, the industry-leading Oracle solution, recently published about bridging the governance gap, interoperability for blockchain and legacy systems. With Chainlink, they come from Polkadot as well, so that's why these two they go hand in hand with the sidechain stuff. The stuff that I wanted to go into was more into it had the stuff or to do with Polkadot as well that was listed in it, and I hope I'm still on the same page. This one does talk about these are sidechain stuff. So you can say Chainlink's generalizable network architecture enables the creation of any number of Oracle networks that can operate natively on any blockchain. Chainlinks, that's what I like about this project. It's gonna tie in a lot of stuff. They talk about decentralization and those kind of stuff. Now we get back onto here, and I don't think we need to get to the Polkadot stuff. because it was not on there. Parity Technologies as that's Polkadot stuff. Then we gotta look into this article that they talk about. This is the only one on. That's the only one on Polkadot. Let me go back. That cannot be the case because there's a lot of stuff that goes on with Polkadot. There's a lot of VCs and all those in Polkadot network. Oh yeah, it was PDF that I was there. We are with this PDF. They talk about all this. Yeah, in this PDF was mentioned. There's a lot of stuff mentioned in here, but let's get to the Polkadot stuff and the Oracle stuff. Which is much more down. There is a picture of it, so don't worry, it's not going to be hard to find. Mention some of them there. Why is it so crazy to find this now? I did see it the other day. Now when I want to show you guys the stuff. Okay, I found it. There's here parachains, relay chains, right? WEF, fourth industrial revolution, smart contracts. Among multi-chains, Cosmos and Polkadot, right? That's why I have Cosmos on here and Polkadot. And it links to Chainlink, right? So they talk about Polkadot and Cosmos are two projects working on interoperability between blockchains. Polkadot connects several chains together in a single networking, allowing them to process transactions in parallel and exchange data between chains with security guarantees. It uses a network of heterogeneous blockchain shards called parachains. These chains connect to and are secured by the Polkadot relay chain. They can also connect to an external network via bridges, and we see that's coming about, right? Now, there's Cosmos as well. Cosmos architecture is based on a hub and spoke system, whereby a series of different blockchains connect to a central hub. By means of inter-blockchain communication, the goal of Cosmos is to break the barriers between blockchains, allowing them to transact with each other. This vision is achieved through a set of open source tools such as Tendermint, a Byzantine fault-tolerant consensus algorithm, the Cosmos Studio Development Kit, and IBC, which allows building interoperable blockchain applications. Note that Cosmos is an open source community project. So those are the two. And then when it comes to the last one, right? So I think we covered all these projects. The last one we have is Tezos. And It's interesting what Tezos is this dude Alex Bonte is a group CEO storefront Nasdaq, also founder of Tezos that I found. Uh, Now, one of the early things on looking back and getting into Tezos as well is they are doing some stuff that ties links to the World Economic Forum, and show you one of them was Kathleen Brittman, who happens to be Arthur Brittman's wife, who is the co-founder of Tezos, and generally curious about capital markets, finance, new way to transact on the internet, bachelor from Red. So as you can see, she's on the World Economic Forum side. They do mention Tezos a couple times, right? And then I just want to get into the Tezos real quick, right, and what they up to and what they have going on, so we can bring it back to see how they will link up to the World Economic Forum. Uh, was Australia. Right now, I'll show you this project called Gravity. That's the digital ID, right? Privacy data sharing for anyone, anywhere. As you can see, United Nations Development Program. I think that's what it is. Exactly, that's what it is, right? That's a partner of this. Trusted by PwC. That's also linked with Stella and stuff like that. I just saw, they post something about Stella. They actually have a PDF. So that's why when I look at Tezos, I'm seeing that woman on there and stuff like that, and digital identity with the United Nations, which comes back digital identity to the our friends at the World Economic Forum. Right. So I think we covered most. I think we covered all. Yeah. I'm gonna check the price of some of these projects. Like I said, Casper is at 8 cents. Right. I mean 3 cents is what Casper is at. Let's look into this some real quick. Right. So Bitcoin's at 29. Ethereum's at $1,608. Tether is stable. USD is at 1. That's good. Cardano is at 57 cents. XRP is at 38 cents. Solana is at 37 bucks. Polkadot is $8. Right, so we have Chainlink at $8 as well. It's a good deal. You have Stellar at 13 cents. You have Algorand at 37 cents. Cosmos is at 8 cents. VeChain's at 3 cents. VeChain's also good deal. They just did a partnership with UFC. Right, if you guys want to look into that as well, we'll look into that quickly after I'm done here. Tezos is at $2.04. HBAR is at 8 cents. That's a good steal. There's some of the projects we have on here. IRO is at 32 cents. That's also a good project. Quant is at $61.47. So we covered that. So Harmony is at 3 cents. XDC is at 3 cents. It's less steal. See what we have not looked into that's not on this list is ThreeFold, which is TFT. Should come up. It's 5 cents. It's good. CeeLo Another one. $1.14. It's good. It's a good one. Then we've got QuantStamp. We look into. Oh, it's at 2 cents. Still good. That's good. Then we have LCX that I did go into earlier on. Just gonna go for that again and close off the video. It's at 8 cents. And yeah, VeChain. What I'm talking about is we'll go into it quick. Straight into it'll take me long. But VeChain becomes first officially one blockchain. That's why I say VeChain is also good. Still at 8 cents. I think it's less than 8 cents. But I think I just messed up there again. Let's see. So we got the other projects. Yeah, it's at 3 cents. So yeah, good steal to have this. Definitely has. They have the fights, coming up tomorrow. Then we should be looking forward to have some good UFC stuff launching, and I'll drop this article below. Yeah, and we've come to the end of the video. Hope you guys had a good one. I'm out. Cheers.